So students, we discussed the fate of ammonia. The fate of ammonia, we discussed the NH3 is converted to the NH4, ammonium ion, and the NH4 is converted to the amino acids, because NH3 is toxic and NH4 accumulation is also toxic in the plant cell. So NH4 is converted to the amino acid. Clear? So amino acids are present a formation with the help of the ammonium ion, that known as the aminic ammunition, and this ammunition is processed maybe two type. First one is the reactive elimination and second one is the trans elimination. We discuss the two method, trans and reactive eliminations. By reactive eliminations, the formation of the first amino acids, glutamic acid, glutamine, glutamic acid, glutamate, same thing, glutamate or glutamic acid is the same thing, and it is the first amino acid in the plants. Clear? And second is the known as transamination. With the help of the group transfer, the second and third and more than other amino acid are formed, and in this process the group is transferred with the help of the transaminase enzyme and the formation of the other amino acid. Clear? So there is the mechanism of the transamination. It is known as the transamination. This is a process. It is the first amino acid. It is the amino acid that is the group donor. Because it contains NH3, it is known as the group donor, amino acid donor, amino donor, and the second one is the group acceptor. It is known as the group acceptor, and either R1, C, NH3, and is R2. In this process, in transamination, the complete R2 group are converted to R1 and R1 into transferred to R2. So the process is the R2, this group is completely transferred here like this in the R1. Here R1, here R1. Clear? But this is not present a group. So this group is completely transferred R2 and the R2 group can transfer to the R1. Clear? So this is the amino acid. It is amino acid, and amino acids are contain alpha carbon. You know very well the alpha carbon. It is known as the alpha carbon. Alpha carbon. Alpha carbon means a carbon that contains the different component, different valence. We can say this carbon is attached with the different type of the groups. A single carbon that comes attached with the different type of the groups, the 4 valency, the 4 valency, that known as the alpha carbon, and in this condition, the H, NH3, COOH, they are different type of groups known as the alpha carbon, and this group, completely group, are transferred to R2 and R2 group transferred to R1. So this amino acid group are transferred to R2. So R2 is the second amino acids. You can say it is the first amino acid, and when you group transfer, that known as the second amino acid. The formation of the second amino acid and the formation of the first amino acid is difference. So with the help of the transamination, the group is transferred and formation of the second amino acid. So R1 is the first amino acid, to the second amino acids. Clear? That is the transamination. And glutamic acid is the first formed amino acid and synthesize the different amino acids by the transamination. Clear? That is the formation of the amino acid. Clear? Then today we discuss next the amidation. Next we discuss the amidation. What is the amidation? The amino acids are converted to the amide. The amino acids are converted to the amide. That is the amidation. The amino acids are formed the amides known as the amidation. First, The two important amides, first one is the asparagine and second one is the glutamine. Two important amides, glutamine and asparagine, found in the plants as a structural part of the protein. In a plant, the protein is present, and the basic structure of the protein is made up by the two amides, the asparagine and glutamines in plants. These amides are formed by the different amino acids. These amides are formed by different amino acids. It means the glutamine with the glutamic acid and the asparagine with the aspartic acid, respectively. So, glutamine is the first amide and asparagine is the second amides, and it is formed by the glutamic acid and it is the aspartic acid. Clear? So glutamine is formed by the glutamic acid, it is amino acid, it is amides. We can say these are the amides. Amide, and these are the amino acid. Amino acids, on the basis of amino acids, the name is same. Is the glutamic acid, it is the glutamine. Aspartic acid, asparagine, that is the INE add. In the amides we are doing the INE, asparagine and glutamine. That is the two types. There is a two type of the amides are formed in the plants. Okay. Next we discuss the amides are contained in another group of amino acid. Another group as compared to amino acid. You know very well that a amino acid contains the single nitrogen. Sorry, we are represented here C, R, H, COOH and NH2. It is the structure of the amino acid. And in this structure there are four different groups present, and this carbon is known as the alpha carbon. This is the alpha carbon, and it is known as alpha carbon. So in this group we can say that the single amino group present, only one, that is known as the amino acid. It is known as the amino acid. Clear? And then the group is transferred. And the amide, we discuss the structure of the amides, that is amino acid, and structure of amides we had here the R, C, COO, the CONS2, NH, because it is the amide. It is a amide. So what is the difference between the amide and amino acid? It is the amide and it is the amino acid. Generally we are discussing, it is not present in NCERT, what is the difference between the amide and amino acids? A amide contains the two nitrogen, NH2 and NH2, there are two groups of the nitrogen, and in a amino acid only present the single nitrogen. So one N, only one N, here the two N, two nitrogen and a single nitrogen. So we can say in amide another group are present other than the amino acid. It means in amides contain another group or another amino group as compared to amino acid. Clear? Second, the hydroxyl part of the acid replaced by the another NH2. This is the hydroxyl part, OH. Acid, carboxylic acid का क्या है? Hydroxyl part है OH, and this OH replaced by the NH2, replaced by NH2 amino group. Clear? Amide contain the more nitrogen than the amino acid. Amide contain the more nitrogen as compared to amino acid. Clear? Because single nitrogen A nitrogen, 1, 2 or 2 nitrogen. And we can say as compared to amino acid, the amide contain the more nitrogen. Clear? For example, we can say there are two type of the amides. First, the formation of the glutamine. The first amide known as the glutamine, and second is the asparagine. So, glutamine are formed by the glutamic acid. Glutamic acid is the amino acid, and NH4 and ATP, it is the glutamine. The glutamic acid also contains a single nitrogen, and NH4 again join, it contains 2 nitrogen. Here in 1 nitrogen, and here is 2 nitrogen. Clear? Same aspartic acid. Aspartic acid, single nitrogen containing compound, and glutamic acid, single nitrogen compound. So we can say the aspartic acid and glutamic acid both are joined together, and ATP, in the presence of ATP, they are asparagine, and the alpha glutamic acid are removed. Clear? So there are two types of the amino acid. The first the glutamic acid, second the asparagine. In medical exam, the question 1 is the first amino acid and amides are present in plants. First amino acid and amide. The first amino acid is the glutamic acid, and first amide is glutamine. Clear? First amino acid is glutamic acid and glutamate, and first amide is glutamine. Clear? Then we discuss here, that is the transportation of the amino acids. The amides are formed, and these amides are transported one part to another part of the plant. So we can say the transport of the amides from the one part to another part is via xylem. That a question from the exam in 2016 and 18. The question is the transportation of the amides, nitrogen containing compound, with the help of, answer is xylem. Xylem vessels are transported the amides from one part to another part of the plant. Second, some plants like the legumes, some plants nodule export the fixed nitrogen as a ureates. Ureates is a amide. Ureates is a amide. In some plants, what will happen? The fixed nitrogen directly control the amides. We can say in some plants the nodules export the fixed nitrogen as a ureates. Ureates is the amide in the legume plants. So question is another question. In legume plants, the amides are present. Answer is the ureates. In ureates. Example, soybean. Glycine max. The scientific name of soybean is the glycine max. In the medical exam, the question is the amides of the soybean plants. Which type of amides present in the soybean plants? Example is the ureates. Generally present in the aspartic and glutamine, but the legumes, or particularly tropical legumes, the ureates is the present. Tropical legumes, ureates, soybean है, like as a cowpea है. Amides are the more stable as compared to amino acid. Amides are more stable as compared to amino acid. Clear? It is a question for medical exam. And these are two questions for medical exam. In medical exam, the question is the temperate legumes or tropical legumes. Temperate means cold area legumes, and tropical is hot area legumes. So cold area legumes or temperate legumes, pea and clover, these are contain the asparagine as the amino acid. So we can say the translocation of the temperate oxalate legumes contain the translocation of the temperate in the form of the asparagine. We can say in legumes of the temperate origin like pea and clover, translocation of the amino acid in form of asparagine. Clear? The pea is legume, clover is legume, soybean is a legume, and cowpea is a legume. All are legume, but they are all on the basis of the origin, the amides are different types. In temperate region, the amides are the asparagine, and in the tropical region, the amides are ureates. Same thing in tropical legumes, the soybean and cowpea, chola जिसे कहते हैं, of the amides in the form of the ureates, in the form of the ureates. Clear? In the form of the ureates. Their question. In soybean पूछा जाए तो क्या आएगा आंसर? ureates. अगर उसमें पूछा जाए तो क्या आएगा पी के अंदर? asparagine. Clear? In temperate legume, asparagine, कैसे translocator, an amide, and in a temperate region, a tropical region, the example is the ureates as a translocator amides formation. Clear? That is the process for the amidation. Clear? Okay. You note down. So, students, it is the process of the fate of ammonia. In this process, we have discovered first is the N2 converted to the NH3 with the help of the nitrogen fixation. The NH3 is converted to the NH4 plus ammonium ion. This ammonium ion converted to the amino acid. It is converted to the amino acid, and it is the amino acid formation process, and it is two types: retroamination and transamination. Clear? Retroamination, the first, the glutamic acid, the first amino acid glutamic acid is formed, then another, it is another amino acid are formed. The retroamination and the transamination, they are two processes of the amino acid formation. And the amino acid form, the first amino acid make the glutamic acid, other are the aspartic, alanine and different types. Clear? And a important thing here, the alpha ketoglutaric acid. It is a TCA substrate are required, and this on the presence of this acid, these are formed. We can draw here. So students, it is the outline flow chart of the fate of the ammonia. Firstly, the rhizome bacteria fix the nitrogen and make the ammonia the NH3, and it is fix the rhizome bacteria in a symbiotic nitrification, and then make the NH3 in a root nodule. It means a root nodule are formed, and this NH3 are convert into the NH4, and that is known as the fate of the ammonia. And NH4 are converted to the amino acid, that is known as the amino acid formation. It is known as the amino acid formation, and in this process, with the presence of the alpha ketoglutaric acid, it is the TCA substance, TCA material, TCA product, intermediate product, and in the presence of this acid, the amino acid formation is two types: relative and transamination. In relative amination, the first amino acid are forming the glutamic acid in the presence of the alpha ketoglutaric acid, and after the group transfer, they make the another amino acids. Then we add the amino acids. The first amino acid the glutamic acid, another the aspartic acid, and so many. And after that, the formation of the amino acid, for the transportation of the amino acid, the amino acid are converted to the amides, and amide, we can say the amidation, the process of the amidation, it means the joining of the another NH2 group, Then amide formation, the amide again two type, the first amide the glutamine and then asparagine. Clear? that is the amination. So that is process of the phase of ammonia. And in legume plants like soybean, the units is the amides are present in the other plant. So this is the flow chart of the fate of the ammonia. Clear? Next, the last topic of this chapter is known as the hydroponics. That is the hydroponics. It is the last chapter topic of your chapter. Hydroponic. So what is the hydroponic? Hydro means water, ponic means formation, is the growth. Hydroponic is a process. It is known as the water culture method. Soil-less culture. So it is also known as the soil-less culture or water culture. It means the plant grow without the soil. You know very well, the soil is the source of the minerals. So we utilize the pure water, distilled water is utilized, and in this water any type of the minerals are not present. Distilled water after the evaporation, and any type of the minerals are not present, so that is the distilled water. And in pure water, this pure water, we are adding the minerals and make a medium, known as nutrient medium, and this medium is known as hydroponic. We can say that the plant are grow inside the water, those contain the nutrient medium, a nutrient clear solution without soil. The plant are grow without soil, that known as the hydroponic. Clear? Firstly, this method discovered by the Julius von Sack in 1860. He was a German botanist, and after that the discovery of the nitrogen. You know very well that we are known that in the plant farmer are spreading the urea in their field, and the plant production increase. Why the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium are utilized spreading by the farmers? किसानों किसने कहा कि नाइट्रोजन आने से आपकी प्रोडक्शन बढ़ जाएगा? ये बात कैसे पता लगी? विद द हेल्प ऑफ द हाइड्रोपोनिक. हमारे पास कोई प्लांट एक्सवाइजेड है, उस प्लांट के अंदर कौन सा मिनरल्स क्या काम कर रहा है पता कैसे लगेगा? जब उसकी हम डिफिशियंसी कर देंगे. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास कैसे होता है, इसके अंदर ओरिजिन कैसे होता है कि मेरे पास ये जो इंस्ट्रूमेंट दिख रहा है आपके सामने, ये बना हुआ डायग्राम, ये है, ये एक कंट्रोल है. इसके अंदर हमने ये वाटर भरा हुआ है, फिल विद द वाटर, एंड दिस वाटर विद न्यूट्रिएंट सॉल्यूशन. क्लियर? इसमें न्यूट्रिएंट मीडियम फिलअप है. क्लियर? तो खीरे दो तरह के आते हैं बच्चों. एक आते हैं अपने ग्रीन हाउस होता है बाजार में, हरे की खीरे आते हैं बिल्कुल. एक आते हैं देसी खीरे से खाते हैं, लाइनिंग आती है पीले से वैसे. तो ग्रीन हाउस कहाँ होते हैं? ग्रीन हाउस में ग्रीन हाउस में बनाए गए हैं. पर्टिकुलर न्यूट्रिएंट मीडियम के अंदर हम कल्चर करते हैं, उनको ड्रॉप टेक्निक द्वारा मेडिटेशन देते हैं हम लोग, और उससे वो क्या होते हैं, डेवलप होते हैं, और उससे खीरे बनते हैं. तो कहानी यहाँ पे जो है मेनली जो इम्पोर्टेंट थिंग है वो ये है कि वी आर इंक्रीज द प्रोडक्शन, वी आर इम्प्रूव द वैराइटीज, वी आर द प्रोवाइड द न्यूट्रिशन आर्टिफिशियली, and with the help of this process we are recognize the which element are responsible for the which type of the function. So this is very important method for the vegetables and some herb plants. Clear? So it is a demonstration of the plant. Here it is a demonstration of the plant growing in the absence of the soil. The plants are growing in a nutrient solution is known as the hydroponic. Clear? By this method we are studying that the which element is useful for the plant growth, flowering and fruiting. Clear? And presently by this technique they successfully employed the production of the vegetables like as tomato, cucumber, lettuce and so many plants. Clear? So this is a typical diagram, because this is a diagram for the hydroponics, and in this process there is a pot and it contains the nutrient medium, the roots, stem and leaves of the plant. This is the funnel and it is dropper like structure. We provide the nutrition for the developing plants, then we provide the nutrition and different time to time. And this is the airing tube, provide the oxygen inside this pot, because it is covered with the cork. It is a cork, so it is covered with the cork, so it provide the airing tube, they provide the oxygen for the plant growth. and this diagram represents the hydroponics. So in a medical exam, this diagram is given and the A, B, C, D and name are given and explain the what is the main name of the A, B, C, D. Clear? It is simple thing. Mainly 2 or 3 questions very important for the medical exam for this point. First, who discovered the hydroponics? First thing, J. Monsac. Second one is which type the hydroponics are represent which type of culture? Water culture, soil-less culture. It is the water culture or soil-less culture. And third one is the what the role of the hydroponics. The main role of hydroponics is to study of the which type element are required for the particular plant growth, their flowering nature, their fruiting nature. There are 3 main questions. Clear? You note down. Okay.